as we now line up for the Open Female Surf Race Championship of Australia. And what a quality field. And in particular, one name for me that's going to stand tall in this one, Lani Pallister.
Now, she is actually second. You can see her. She's just on screen at the moment. She's going to be starting second on the line next door to Emily Doyle, the Queensland Ironwoman champion.
I like that. I like that, Jen. The reason I like that is Lani's got the opportunity to get clean water. The other thing I love about this, it's a straight in and go swim. Now, second from the camera here, we're talking about from 3 months ago, the 400, 800, 1500 and the 4x200 world champion of Lani Pallister.
Yep, girl can swim. And 2 down from her, we've got Fenella Gibbsville of Noosa Heads, a noted distance ocean swimmer. So I think the girls would be super happy to be close here because Lani, we know she's great on the beach. She's quick on the sand. She'll get a fantastic start. She'll love this clean water.
Exactly right. It's a quick jump in and swim to a straight 400 metres, second from the bottom here as well. And Emily Doyle will look to go with that Lani Pallister. And already, Pallister really starting to stamp her authority.
Yeah, the big strokes open up. And just to really bookend this race, on the very far right-hand side of the field, as we pan across, Naomi Scott is on the other bookend.
And to be honest, Scotty would love to have been close to Lani Pallister because at the moment she's up and about and taking nothing away from the other athletes in this race. We're talking about a world-class, a world champion pool swimmer, and she will go to work and go to work hard here. And to me, it's going to be a matter of how far.
Absolutely. We can see she's already established a gorgeous lead out in front. This is someone who's closing in on a 4-minute 400 metres freestyle. So Lani, as expected, goes to the front early. Now, as we said, she's good on the sand. We actually saw her do a board relay. And when I say a board relay, girl can paddle, matched it with the best in the business, the Queensland board champion, but now it's all about the swim.
Look at the 6-beat kick coming into with Pallister, I should say, Lani Pallister. And talk about the pedigree of mum and dad. Janelle Elford, obviously, was a part of the Commonwealth Games 4x200 medalist, gold medalist as well. And Rick Pallister, dad. You know, we go back in the day of the Allura. He was back-to-back, the Open Surf Team's champion with Robert Chapman, Stuart Taylor and Richard Ford back in those days as well. And it's Lani Pallister. I love the way she goes. And yourself, Jen, being a past swimmer as well. Look at this. Poetry in motion, isn't it?
I was a past swimmer, but I was never this good. Lani Pallister in a class of her own. And we look behind her, it is actually 4 Northcliffe ladies, so 4 girls wearing the white cap with the maroon star. I think that's going to be Bella Williams, Emily Doyle and Naomi Scott definitely in the mix. Potentially Olivia Corrin, one of our Kiwi competitors, in the mix as well.
And this sets up really interesting for that the Open Female Tuppen later on today as well. We look at that of individual legs of ski, board, into the swim, being swim the last leg, the way that Pallister is swimming. And what I love about how she balanced, I spoke about this yesterday, how she's balanced that of the pool swimming, and a big thanks once again to Surf Life Saving Australia and the commitment to the club and also the parents, you know, weighing up. I know Janelle does a lot of coaching there, I think investment there with Lani as well. But what, in terms of the context of this, of an Aussie surf race final, Lani Pallister in a class of her own.
Absolutely. We see the pack coming around the cans now. I can see our Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park cap in the mix. Could that be Lily O'Sullivan backing up from a big win earlier today in the under-99 as the pack around that second
as
can.
they go. Around they go now, back to the string of 9 as they come. And we saw the crowd on the beach because they're witnessing something very, very special. And ladies and gentlemen on live stream, you're witnessing in that of SBS On Demand as well. You're witnessing something very, very special in the cream of our sport of pool swimming and that of surf swimming as Lani Pallister. But look at the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and onwards.
Absolutely. And now one of the strokes I can pick there, Sarah Tazaki is in the mix. She's another Northcliffe competitor, amazing distance swimmer and also a member of the Japanese life-saving team who contested the World Championship. So I think we're going to have a sea of Northcliffe behind Lani Pallister. I cannot pick who is going to be on the podium. Now, Sarah had an amazing swim in the surf teams just a few days ago. She'll be full of confidence from that, but we can see Naomi Scott in the middle there. Have a look at the kick that the girls have got in there. Lana Rogers is in there, the Alex Cap, the clubmate of Lani Pallister. It is on, no doubting Lani Pallister out the front. And this is shades of the Lifesaver relay yesterday where Lani was swimming against the male competitors holding her own.
This is an absolute clinic in open female surf race, in any surf race swimming at this calibre of an Aussie Championships. There's Lani Pallister of Alexander Headland 1. We then go back to potentially, what's that, 2, 4, 5 BMD Northcliffs with a few Burleigh tucked in behind and Alex as well. But Lani Pallister, a matter of 100 metres away, taking out yet another open female surf race championship, backing up from those of the World Championships in the 400, 800, 15, 4x200. And last year in the short course, first time ever won the 1500 metre short course, 1500 200 world champs.
She's a pretty special competitor, and we're seeing a pretty special race roll out at the moment. Loving these shots of Lani, just doing Lani Pallister things at the moment. You see the water pushing back out, but this is the battle right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Northcliffe in the mix. We've got 2 from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. That's the black cap Lana Rogers coming through on the inside. These girls have been working so hard. They know that first is out of reach. Here she comes.
And the smile will come on the dial. Lani Pallister take a bow. The claim is there as well. So well deserved. You are our open female surf race champion of Australia.
But this is what we want to see. Who's coming in next? Come on, girls. Where's second?
As the girls stand now and run up, we'll pick up as a BMD Northcliffe Cup. We've got 2 or 3 tucked in there at the moment. Potentially that Bella Williams, I think, might have crossed there as well.
Yeah, the Northcliffe girls, geez, they worked hard for that one. Imagine how tough it is just to make a Northcliffe surf teams at the moment. 4 girls in the team. Madeline Thompson comes through from the club as well. Now, Madeline is actually a former Sorrento nipper, so wonderful to have her homecoming here, but it is all Lani Pallister. The results are up already. Who have we got?
Naomi Scott, second. Congratulations to Naomi Scott, BMD Northcliffe. Jade Sleet. Great story. She was a past under 19 Iron Woman Australian champion as well. Jade Sleet moved from Mermaid across in 3rd place. So Lani Pallister in 1, Naomi Scott in 2, Jade Sleet in 3. But we're down the beach now with Kurt Hansen with Lani.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ty. And here with Lani, well, a little bit off course there in the end, but you got there, and one of the most emphatic women's surf race victories we've ever seen at the Australian titles.
Yeah, I couldn't even see where I was going, and I was like, where are the cans? And I looked, and I was heading for the little boy on the side. So once I saw it head down, kicked a little bit more than I normally would, and yeah, really happy to come away with that and have a lead like that at the end of a swim race with the best swimmers in Australia is pretty cool.
Maiden Australian Open Surf Race title, so much history through the family, especially your father Rick, back-to-back surf teams titles for Allura all those years ago, and just so proud to be able to come back to the surf and maintain this amazing tradition.
I'm actually wearing his cap, racing at the moment from when he used to race Masters for Alex, so it is pretty special. You know, he won belt championships and has a pretty big name in surf lifesaving, so maiden victory is pretty cool, and it's really exciting for me being able to continue his legacy through sport with surf lifesaving and my mum's with swimming.
Well, congratulations on an incredible maiden victory. Well done. Look forward to seeing you in that Taplin, especially later on today for Alex.
Thank you very much.
So what a history it is, the Pallister family in the surf, and so to have an absolute star of the swimming world come back here to the ocean for her maiden Australian surf race title.
Yeah, great job to Lani Pallister. Belinda, Dawn Fraser, I believe, is her godmother as well, just
That's
on the
true.
quiet. So
Yes.
updates here, and we see the replays of the races, and we'll run through the results in a moment as well. But it was all about Pallister. It was all about Alexander Headland. But what about the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 6th? 5th and 6th there. We said who ended up 2nd there, Jen?
Yeah, so we had Naomi Scott from Northcliffe. We knew she was going to be in there. She got the silver medal ahead of teammates Jade Slee in 3rd, Sarah Tazaki in 4, and Emily Doyle benefiting from being next to Lani Pallister on the start line, as well as a fantastic swim in 5. Brielle Cooper came through in 6. That is great for the iron.
Yeah, great performance. Lani Pallister coming in. Isn't it great to see wearing Dad's cap as well from when he races a master for that of Alexander Headland? It means so much. I know Mum and Dad, they invest all mums and Dad invest so much time and energy. And obviously coming through, I know Mum from a coaching perspective with Lani as well. And there's a claim.
I love the claim. Put your hands up.
Maiden Open Surf Race champions have picked up a number of other titles on the way as well through the junior ranks and also in junior irons as well.